Hi, here is Social Innovation Insight, where we inspire individuals and drive change. As the world's second largest economy, China has several competitive advantages, including a large population, low labor costs, highly skilled workers, and a complete supply chain. However, the country is facing a declining population trend that could potentially lead to significant social and economic challenges, both domestically and internationally. Looking back, China's one-child policy, which was in effect from 1979 to 2015, aimed to limit population growth by allowing most urban couples to have only one child. The policy was enforced through various measures, including financial penalties, employment discrimination, and forced abortions and sterilizations. While the policy successfully reduced population growth by approximately 400 million births, it also led to several social and economic issues, including a gender imbalance due to a preference for male children, an aging population, and a shortage of workers. In 2015, the Chinese government relaxed the one-child policy that had been in effect for over 3 decades, allowing all couples to have up to 2 children. This policy shift was prompted by concerns about a shrinking workforce and an increasingly aging population. The new 2-child policy was gradually introduced in different regions of China and was fully implemented in 2016. However, despite the policy change, there has not been a significant increase in the birth rate. Economic and social challenges such as high living costs, limited access to childcare, and work-life balance issues continue to discourage many Chinese couples from having more children. In response, in May 2021, the Chinese government announced a new 3-child policy aimed at tackling the country's aging population and declining birth rates. The new policy marks a significant departure from the decades-long one-child policy that had been in place. Under the 3-child policy, all couples are allowed to have up to 3 children. However, it remains to be seen if this policy will be effective in increasing the country's birth rate, as many economic and social factors that have discouraged couples from having more children still persist. China's tight birth control policy over the decades, coupled with the growing social and economic burden on couples, has resulted in a decline in its population growth rate. According to data from the National Bureau of Statistics, the rate slowed to a record low of 0.53% in 2020, the lowest level since 1960. Furthermore, projections indicate that China's population will fall below 1.02 billion in 2050 and 310 million in 2100. These figures are alarming, given that China is aging faster than any other country in history and is doing so before it becomes a developed nation. The population problem in China has far-reaching consequences, including a strained healthcare system due to an aging population, increased demand for healthcare and social services, which may lead to increased government debt. Additionally, there will be a shortage of working labor, which could lead to economic difficulties and a decrease in economic growth. The demographic will also be imbalanced, as there will be fewer young people to support the older population, which could lead to social and political tensions, and etc. Globally, a significant population decline could have a ripple effect on global trade and economic growth, as China is one of the world's largest economies, and a significant population decline could lead to a reduction in the country's productivity and consumer base. A recent prediction is that if the real estate bubble in China bursts, it could trigger a global financial crisis worse than the one in 2008. The declining labor force in China could also lead to increased competition for labor and higher production costs in other countries, which may partially contribute to the recent high inflation in Europe and the US. Furthermore, there are potential implications for global geopolitical dynamics and the environment that need to be considered. The potential impact of a declining population in China on the world as a whole, particularly on the global economy, cannot be overstated. However, this is an issue that requires ongoing attention and analysis in the coming years. It is crucial for governments and international organizations to continue monitoring the situation and working towards potential solutions to mitigate the social, economic, and environmental implications of China's shrinking population. We are Social Innovation Insight, with a special focus on social problems, innovation and ideas, social business, design and etc. If you are interested in any of these topics, please subscribe and hit the thumb up. Have a nice day.